was arguably the breakout star of Love Island USA Season 7. So when she popped up on Alex Cooper's Call Her Daddy podcast yesterday, fans were expecting juicy behind-the-scenes tea from the villa and everything that went down afterwards. But instead, Huda took the episode in a much personal direction, opening up about her difficult childhood, growing up with an extremely abusive father, and how that trauma has shaped every part of her life. She did not hold back in this 2-hour interview, you guys. She casually unpacked her entire life story and feel like it offers insight into the deeper reasons behind some of her more toxic relationship patterns. She talks about her traumatic upbringing to her messy situation with her baby daddy that we'll be getting into, and of course she finally addressed the Love Island drama that had everyone spiraling online. So let's break down the wildest, most jaw-dropping moments from her Call Her Daddy interview. But before Huda ever stepped onto a podcast mic, there was already chatter about where she shouldn't go, and topping that list for many was the Vile Files, because Nick Vile, the host, had been low-key trashing Huda while Love Island was airing, making shady comments about her behavior and questioning her intentions on the show. People also feel like he has a long track record of making misogynistic, disrespectful, and tone-deaf remarks, especially when it comes to Black women. So when rumors started swirling that she might appear on his podcast, people were quick to shut that down. People are even telling her sisters, like, don't go on his podcast, please warn her ahead of time, saying she deserved a space that wouldn't twist her narrative or tear her down. I've also seen a lot of people accusing Huda of victim blaming throughout some parts of this interview, specifically when she's talking about Jeremiah and some of the other Islanders. Lots of people feel like she wasn't taking accountability and felt like she was forcing herself on Chris on the show, is what a lot of people are really upset about, that she didn't get the memo that no means no. And that's also why Alex's comment section on the Call Her Daddy podcast is looking like this, you guys. There's thousands of people that aren't happy with her decision of platforming Huda. But enough chatter, let's dive in. Before diving into all the Love Island drama, Alex took a moment to ask Huda about her upbringing, and that's when things got heavy. Huda opened up about having an extremely abusive father, and at one point she even got a little emotional and teared up.
So my parents, they immigrated to America and got their citizenship, and my dad, he had his own business. And my mother, she was a teacher. We weren't like fortunate as kids. Like my mother and father had 5 kids. So it's like, and they immigrated here, no family, nothing. So I wasn't raised with money. I wasn't raised with that. We played with sticks outside. We didn't have phones, so we were like 16, 17. Growing up, my dad was extremely abusive. He was very abusive, like towards my mother, towards me and my siblings. Like a vivid memory I have as a kid is like, I don't even know how old I was, but I remember hearing my dad like beating the shit out of my mom in the room. And I remember like finally, like I think someone got the door open, and I just remember seeing my mom's face, like her glasses were broken. And then I just see him snatch her head back and slam the door. Like I'm gonna cry. Like that's literally like that was my childhood. Can I get a tissue?
There's tissue. I got you.
Damn, we just started, Alex.
Huda later went on to strongly imply that she had been sexually abused by her father, but to this day her family doesn't believe her, and that she hasn't spoken to her dad in 8 years and has always felt like she never had a father figure.
Relationship with your father? Do you speak to him?
I haven't talked to my dad in 8 years. Yeah, I stopped talking to him when I was 16. There's a really valid reason as to why I'm not speaking to him. My dad there was a lot of times where I was alone with my dad, and there's things that like my family doesn't believe me about. Tissue. So damn, girl, you got me crying on the show. I know that friggin' period is coming and it's on.
I will say, after these clips started going viral, Alex started catching a lot of heat on TikTok for this overall interview because a lot of people felt like the way she approached the interview was out of line. They argued that it wasn't the right space to dig into such deeply personal topics, especially since it led Huda to be in a vulnerable state and tear up on air. Many felt like Alex crossed a line, with some saying Huda needs a therapist, not a podcast. By the time Huda reached 4th grade, her mom made the decision to leave her father and move the family, which was Huda, her 3 sisters, and her brother, into a small 2-bedroom apartment. And Huda said she grew up in a religious household. Her mom is very religious, she's Muslim, and when she turned 18, Huda decided to move out and live life on her own terms, which led her to meeting her baby daddy on the app Tinder. They got close very fast. She ended up getting pregnant and didn't know how to tell her mom because in Islam, it's forbidden to date, let alone have a children out of wedlock. But she was 4 months in, and by that time, it became too obvious not to tell her mom. So that's when she broke the news.
And my mom is extremely religious. She's Muslim, so she's extremely religious. I was like, I did something bad. And she's just like, did you hurt somebody? I said, no. Did you? No. Did you? She's like, just was listening to things. She's like, did you do this? I'm like, no. And she goes, are you pregnant? And I just start crying. And she sat there and she looked at me and she goes, don't sin twice. And that's when I knew I was going to keep my daughter.
And for those confused, the reason her mom said don't sin twice in the moment was because abortion isn't a sin in Islam, but in her case it was because she was 4 months pregnant and she would have surpassed the 120-day rule, wherein many Islamic scholars refer to the teaching that says that the soul is breathed into the fetus at 120 days, which would make it forbidden to abort the baby unless the mother's life is in danger. Later in the episode, Huda revealed that she eventually found out her baby daddy Noah had cheated on her multiple times. Despite that, she admitted to taking him back over and over again, saying she was naive at the time, but after realizing how toxic the cycle had become, she finally decided to walk away for good.
He did cheat on me, you know, and that doesn't make him a bad person. He just made bad decisions.
Okay, wait. Before you got pregnant, did you guys have conversations about like what you wanted your future to look like together?
We obviously wanted to move in together. The goal was marriage. Like that was always a thing. Like we were very locked in with each other at that time. We would always, I mean, a lot of the videos got out. Like, we made so many cute videos together. We'd go to the beach a million times together.
Can you take me to the moment when you found out that you were pregnant?
Bitch. Girl. I remember this was after he cheated on me when I was in Puerto Rico. And I'm checking that man's location like nobody's business on this vacation. Because he cheated on me so many times. But I was naive. I was naive at that time. I took him back a million fucking times.
Okay, I do want to emphasize you were 18 at 18.
Exactly. This is like what? Like 6 years ago?
I know.
So I'm looking through, you know, seeing where this man is going, right? And I remember there was one night particularly, he was not answering the phone. And I was just like, okay, this man is up to something. I was like, he has to be cheating on me. Because that was the only logical answer. And to my surprise, he was cheating on me. So I was like, okay, cool. Great. So I remember I was just going off on him because he was not answering his phone. He was at this random house. And we had to talk because he wouldn't let me go to clubs or anything. Oh. And I wasn't like allowed to go to parties. I had lost a lot of my friends at the time. Because like every time I would hang out with him, he would like blow up my phone. And you know, mind you, I feel like I blew up his phone too. Like it's not like it was just him. You know what I'm saying? Like I was doing shit too.
There was a cycle that was being created.
Yeah, it was a very toxic relationship. I'm calling, he's not answering. Then I see his car leaving early in the morning, like just leaving that house. He's calling me, he's like, I just got a ticket. Like I'm late to work. I just got a ticket. I'm just like, where were you? I was home. This is when he was in the barracks in the military.
Now on to the Jeremiah drama. Huda admitted she overlooked a lot of red flags early on with Jeremiah. She said, looking back, she acknowledged that the relationship wasn't one-sided when it came to issues, and she also opened up about the pressure they felt from others in the villa.
Do you think Jeremiah has taken any accountability for what he caused within this relationship?
Not that I've seen. I haven't seen really much. Every time someone says something, I feel like he's always just like, anytime, like I saw that interview with Kai Cenat and Kai was saying that I was crazy or something, and then Jeremiah's like, like, do I think anyone should be getting hate? No. I'm gonna say it like it is and say exactly what happened and be honest. What another individual does is beyond me. But I'm not gonna sit here and laugh and be like, if someone's hating on him, I'm gonna be like, ha.
She also got real about that infamous crash out, saying we all crash out, and added that hers just happened to be caught on national television, but she did admit she could have handled it better. Huda then addressed the infamous heart rate challenge controversy, and here's what she had to say.
There's a clip
of
your gorgeous, bodacious ass turning from you forward facing to him to you doing a little spin around, ass near face, and then it cuts, and then we see you guys like getting up, and the theory online is that you put your ass in his face. Is that true? Why are you looking at me like that?
Because it's so funny. I'm just like, that is not what happened.
Like, did you ride his face a little bit with that ass? Were those ass cheeks a little round his?
No, I think that's too far. Like, that's a no-go. My butt, I think, was like on his stomach area, like this area right here.
Okay.
I was twerking. And I got it. It was like 2 seconds too. I went da-da-da, and I got up. I'm so dead ass.
So there were no cheeks suffocating?
No.
Now here's where things got a little bit shady. Alex decided to ask Huda some rapid fire questions at the end of the episode, and she was asked who was the fakest in the villa, and without missing a beat, Huda shot back Sierra.
I'm gonna ask you some burning questions. Who was the fakest in the villa?
Sierra.
Huda also went on live recently, and someone asked her about her religion, and I've seen this clip making rounds all over social media, and here's what she had to say.
Huda, are you Muslim? I believe in both Christianity and Islam, and I do like both religions. Do I tie myself to one religion? No. Did at a time I completely negotiate myself with 100% Islam? Yes. And I have different beliefs now. So I think there's a lot of controversy about me being Muslim. I was raised a Muslim. I like Christianity and I like Islam, and I do like things about both, but I do not fully 100% agree with both. So I do have a relationship with God, but I do not tie myself to one religion as of right now. If that clears up the air.
You responded to that beautifully. No, you did.
You're so cute. Hasn't seen her daughter yet. My daughter's out of town right now.
That's the tea on Huda, you guys. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments down below. I love you guys so much. And as always, I'll see y'all in the next video.